Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Let's get underway with something brand new for the channel, for at least in this format. Welcome to Season 2. Yeah, Season 2, Episode 1 of Shipyard Champions. A series put together by Rose Silly of, well, relatively weekly challenges between myself and other Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought creators, or people who've played Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And I'll be first to admit, I'm potentially well, at least a little bit on the downside, considering I haven't played in a couple months. And while Brother Monroe, Rosilli, what's the other guy? Panzergraf, Resium, I think the other two, I think, have played more recently than I have. So I am slightly, how'd you say, what's it, rusty. So for challenge one of this week, no, challenge one of the series, our goal is simple: build one battlecruiser and of any navy, and destroy one battleship of any navy. That's the simple part. The more complicated bit is our technology cap is 1925. The battleship in question is 1935, which is a minor difference in technology. This introduces things like radar into the mix, which is why, potentially, and I have checked beforehand to make sure me doing these settings would be legal and not a breach of the challenge. I'm gonna play slightly dirty. You'll see the full shenanigans that I've concocted, which will either work greatly or work terribly in a second. But the winner is determined by a couple conditions. We must sink the enemy battleship while keeping your ship alive. Fair enough. The least time taken wins. So basically the most time left on the clock. Now, one attempt only is allowed. However, if we encounter the target lock bug, aka where your AI aiming never progresses through the latter aiming stages because it gets a constant negative percentage to its aiming speeds, we are allowed to reset. However, we lose effectively an hour every time. Basically, we take an extra hour to complete the battle, as it were. So you reset 2 times and you kill it in 15 minutes total. You would have taken 2 hours 15 instead of just 15. Now, some top view stuff, and it's been staring at the screen. We're starting 2,000 meters away from our enemy battleship. And it's stormy weather in the dead of night. I am stacking, because no preset settings, I'm going to stack every single chance to debuff the enemy battleship's accuracy bonuses and all that before, well, to hopefully reduce the chance that we get hit. Now, this is a ship I built earlier. I had an idea, and ADHD went, "All right, we're doing it now." I almost started my challenge battle before hitting record. Yeah, it took me off and went, "Yeah, we're going now." So I may as well run you down. Battlecruiser, obviously from Japan, 42,350-ish tons. Yeah, we're 1 ton short of our maximum displacement. 30 knots, speed, range doesn't matter. In order to make this work, with the towers I picked, I had to go to max beam. Yeah, fair enough. The wide tower. It'd be great if it fit on hulls without having to go to max beam, but it's what you get. Maximum bulkheads to Hopefully not flood if we take hits. And everything else. 100% veterans, standard crew quarters. You know, cost is not an issue. Build time is not an issue. None of that's an issue right now. Our conditions are very simple. Build a battlecruiser. We got a battlecruiser. Think enemy battleship. Try not to die. So I've decided to, for rest of the components, semi-fuel oil, gain some resistance, gain some floatability, fuel ability, storage down for cost, and lower ammo detonation chance. All very good things. Of course, smoke interference going up is not great. Also, engine cost doesn't matter to us. Boiler weight, not the best. We could use that for more armor, but for resistance, which is just a flat negative to damage taken, I'll take natural boilers. Because I chose to do 3 funnels, we don't need any boilers, which reduces our engine cost per weight, improves our efficiency, lower fuel storage, and lower funnels cost. Doesn't reduce weight, but does reduce their capacity each. Gear turbines 2. For more funnel capacity, less engine weight, less engine vibrations, and also the most horsepower per ton, so that we'd have the lightest engine possible. Ox 4, help with speed penalty from engine damage, because we're probably going to get hit. And at this range, if we get hit with the type of guns that could potentially be on this AI battleship, we're not stopping it. we cannot put enough armor on to guarantee a stoppage. I've done pretty good, I feel, to guarantee any low caliber guns won't be able to get through into the Citadel and the engine spaces if the battle lasts that long. But also engine pumping, rudder shift, turning rate, turret traverse speed, all that goes up. Shaft 3 for acceleration, turning rate, and ship repairs to engines. And then I've forgot to change it to balanced. But balanced for acceleration, rudder shift, max rudder angle, engine weight down slightly. So we gained a couple tons. Not enough to make enough difference. And then I've basically maxed out everything protection team. I've gone Krupp 4, or Krupp 5, not 4. The armor weight goes down, all types, and armor strength was up by 130%. It's very important. Because it basically means not only is the weight down, but for the same thickness of armor, you get effectively more armor. It's very, very easy layman's term. I'm sure Brother Monroe would give a very... as far as I understand, he understands physics a bit more than that. But basically, it is a case of you effectively have extra armor over what your actual thickness of armor is. Or bet 5. I keep wanting to say 4 when I see the V. I don't know why. Basically, ammo detonation chance is down, blast fire chance is down, explosion chance and explosion spreading are all down, which is all good. Antidote 4. This is actually 4. Now, I don't expect it to have torpedoes. It may have torpedoes. It is entirely possible that I could build this with torpedoes. I don't know. It's an AI build. But this does give us also floatability, resistance, and also torpedo damage and torpedo flooding chance negation. So it gives us a bit more resistance on the hull, and a bit more floatability, which reduces their chance for flooding. It's good. Triple bottom hull, same deal. More resistance, hull cost and weight goes up, and construction time, but we're not worried about 2 of those. It also reduces torpedo damage, just in case. Reinforced bulkheads 2, for a similar reason. Also, chance of fire and fire extinguishing goes up, maximum floatability, better all that. Anti-flood, water pumping, and then all or nothing. In order to gain resistance, armor strength, and then engine damage chance, and ammo detonation chance, and all that. Now for armament, I actually got to make that change, which actually is enough that I might actually make some changes live, because that's enough to where we can add more armor. I'm going to go max HE, because these big 17-inch guns, I'm considering my secondary battery. And I'm considering these 8-inch guns, if I made 52 caliber long, my tertiary battery, because these torpedoes here are my main battery, as it were. Also, I'm going to set him to fast. Because at this range, higher speed, just less time for him to try and dodge. Or she. It's not a German ship, it's a British ship. So, max HE for both. I've chosen Incendiary. Because if the torpedoes don't flood him, by God are we going to give him, with whatever flooding he does get, something to fight with that water. And then cap ballistic, obviously, for if we do use armor piercing. Light, for the reason that reload time, so faster shell firing. So we got these. These are almost 4 rounds per minute. Like, these are 15-second reload 8-inch guns, which is pretty good for 1925. That's respectable. That's respectable. And these are 2 rounds a round every 2 minutes on 17-inch gun. That's also very respectable. So it improves reload. It also improves accuracy, which is the critical thing considering I've chosen stormy weather at night, both of which are big old negatives to accuracy. Standard shells, which is ammo detonation chance goes up just in general, but I don't. This is gonna be a knife fight in a phone booth. It's either gonna end very quickly and very bloodily, or it's gonna drag out. I've chosen 2 powder for, again, reload and accuracy and penetration bonus. And then picric acid. Oh boy, picric acid is fun. 25% bonus fire chance and damage. And just shell damage in general is up 27.5%. You do lose 10% penetration, but I think we're fine considering at the range we're starting at, we have about 70 inches of belt penetration, which is pretty darn good with armor piercing. I mean, hell, we could even go through half an inch of belt, as it were, with our HE shells, which is, again, respectable. Electro Hydro 2, obviously for just turret traverse, auto-loading, gotta get that gun reload down, fast torque for speed, 22-inch side. Coincidence rangefinder 5, for gun aiming speed up, obviously, and then also 15% gun base accuracy. I've chosen no for acoustics, because if he has torpedoes and he launches them as well, it's maybe mutual suicide kill. But then RDF. Things I'm not sure. It says gun aiming speed goes up. Now, I'd like to think it does, so but it does mention radar generation 1 there on the second one. So I'm actually going to put it to improved radio telegraph, just to see. It may not actually, but if it does, a little bit extra gun aiming speed never be hurtful. And then everything else we don't have technology for, or is only available in campaign mode. And now I've suddenly found myself with a couple of 100 extra tons. Which to me, since we're starting off in phone booth night fighting range, is belt. Add another 0.4, which with 100 plus 148%, so basically 150%, if we just round up a little bit. Right, main belt armor gives us 28. 28.8 inches of effective belt on the outer belt, plus a 12-inch inner belt, plus a 9.6-inch second inner belt, and then a almost 8-inch third inner belt. So, can I actually make it? Oh no, it's only 3.8. Ah, alas. I tried. Wait, hold on. I can up this inner belt. Ooh, almost. There we go. 6.4-inch inner belt. Which means I can up this belt. And can't up that belt. Oh, that's fine. I have that one? No. Ah, well. But yeah, other than that, the only thing I ever did was increase the Citadel inner deck a little bit. I don't think it's going to come into play. I really don't, because we're so close range that if something's hitting the deck armor, it's probably going to just ricochet off anyway, just due to pure angles. But you never know. This may turn from a knife fight into a long-range brawl, depending on how this goes. So, a little bit extra inner deck, it can't hurt. I mean, it could hurt. It could be weight I could use on the main belt, or more torpedo tubes. But I already crossed that bridge. Let's see where it lands. And then finally, again, last thing I did was I made these guns longer. Give them more range, more penetration, that cost rate of fire. So they can go through a 20-inch belt at 1,000 meters, and 18.6 at 2.5, which is perfectly fine. So depending on what the ammunition is there, these things may be able to penetrate right through anyway. But we won't know until we start. I do like the little cranes, though. Little davits right outside these guns. A nice little touch in this hull. Nice little Nagato, Congo, Buso-esque, hull. But yes, let us see what the AI builds, because I have no idea. This could be something with 18-inch guns plus at 100,000 tons. Or it could be our weight with 16-inch guns or lower. I have no idea. There we go, building Battleship. Let's see what she does. As soon as it builds the Battleship. And there's a storm already. Alright, I'm seeing more gun turrets than what we have immediately. This is secondary guns, but no immediately visible tubes, and again, you can't really tell from a side-on view. Now, where the hell did we spawn? Oh, we spawned in the worst possible angle. Okay, 4.2, main deck, partial pen, damage main gun. Alright. But I say, go to aggressive on your torpedoes. Get them away. They're away. Do 3-inch. That's all it is, like guns. Penetration damage torpedo, that's fine. This is fine. This amount of damage right now is perfectly fine. Because... Dodge this. Please don't actually dodge this, by the way. Yeah, he's just getting lots of minor gun hits, plus some fires. And we have not run into the aiming bugs, so we're good to go. We actually have no more torpedo ammo because that got destroyed, looks like. We got flooding and fire on board. There's some partial pens on our side. And... yes. Oh, he still has ammunition. Oh, did I get a danger candle? No, I'm just on fire. Alright, so my gamble almost worked. It almost worked. Also, I unexpectedly accidentally designed this ship with a full 360-degree forward turret. But it's not intended that way. Oh, it sinks through excessive fire. That was, what, 3 minutes? Well, gentlemen, My fellow admirals and contestants, uh, if this shenanigans was too high, please let me know. I will tone it down to more respectable shenanigans in the future. Damage dealt 13k. 5 torpedoes hit, and I think they all detonated. And we received that return. Flooding received 1, 18 fires received, remaining crew. Oh yeah, they all burned to death. No one's main guns hit, which is good. They had they did throw a lot more rounds downrange than we did. It's fine. We got 38%. I don't even think they had torpedoes. What did they have? Oh no, they did have underwater torpedo tubes. I guess we just never got in their angle. Oh, they were cadet standard bulkheads? Oh, AI. Oh, AI. You could have... Yeah, you could have built a 100-ton monster in 1935. But you didn't. Which I'm very thankful for, by the way. It's only 20,000 tons over me, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. But yes. Oh, it's only very slightly faster than me, too. So I couldn't have opened the range if I wanted to. Yeah, they had a lot more little tiny guns. I mean, I had just big guns. 52% fuel left. Torpedo status, destroyed, yeah. Gun, main gun, yep. Torpedoes left. Oh, we can't even see because it goes off the screen. Oh, we did detonate their ammo. Yeah, we did detonate their ammo. I thought we did. I love ammo detonations. Oh, they did actually fire torpedoes at us. They fired 4 torpedoes at us, and we just killed them before they got here. The benefit of fast torpedoes. No, do not play again. So, that's it for this week. Let's see what happens next week. Take care, everybody.